This time round, fortunately, they had Nana on the phone. Nana was able to give the details of the CA. And Oheneba didn't mess with words. Yeah, from a paying for and as for what we can say officially. 3 questions and Nana Tuja. 1 on 2 Abusuapanin. Enunti Abusuapanin Victor Kofi Owusu remains the Abusuapanin of a corner PAKOSOHENE family. 2. Nana has not officially resumed for no administrative work because we are henena say o yare ana se sebe o dodo a ye
online TV station at Ghana no Ghana Info TV say no abin na ye tu ehun se de sempa esem de esema no kremo no bim ene de ba bedan adofo ene ahwefo nyina sanse muni ho a ye so ye ni ho enu ntini e bebo ye homode say ye de ensema no kremo nko a bi ene de ba bedan mo na ene video bi pa trend e social media no so e ya be for time no so Ghana Info akwafa ye de bi e ba bedan adofo enti kame home na ye ho hwe video bi e famra ne ba ye de adwen trade a ba beto comment section and remember my Ghana Info ya can no edam fefefa ye go shebimba
Geto said ye wo ha nyina nan panfo no tie bio but atem die wo mu a they will not waste time wa ha Oheneba is very credible ura baby bebra meko na Oheneba tewo me ura baby o ba na metewo no. And if I should tell you the kind of people that we are fortunate as young as we are to get closer to some painful now, it's applauding see and painful. Anya daje kromani yetia ntina na hema ba ha ye nini ho agro kra because to have a queen mother of her caliber in your scope no is applauding. That lady no pacho you can honum kra na waste of time ne source no way Oheneba was not scared. Why have a personal conversation with Oheneba? He said it boldly. Am I aware? Yes. Matibi ane. But again, empefo kasem gu aso ma wan kan kire wa no o ka kire wa so. But Oheneba was given the green light to move ahead. And me say say make catchwa o breaking issue no on the Rahel show. And I know kire the magnitude and the respect the empefo na they have for assembly and your platforms. And itina ye be simu say ya mesh encourage akosu ya say atemni ye no we free system no more boa e man panfo tio de Oheneba be kan ye no true it's a fact adentia amamre kwanse yemfa leten to Abusuapanin. We've said this multiple times oko wanim kakra PAKOSOHENE wo he se no hododo no the questions that empanfo no pena bisa no these are the questions pacho watu na Abusuapanin. On a trail letter no was see Abusuapanin foforo. There was something that happened and painful pa I cannot mention their names or has it. The time omushia ofeku nanim the last time no omu friend no omu ne painful no ba ye ombegina nanam no they told them say hey munko friend na mumisa no. They called him multiple times and the phone adum. But this time round fortunately they had Nana on the phone. Nana was able to give the details of the CA. And Oheneba didn't mess with words. Yeah, from a paying for and as for what we can say officially. 3 questions and Nana Tuja. 1 on 2 Abusuapanin. Enunti Abusuapanin Victor Kofi Owusu remains the Abusuapanin of a corner PAKOSOHENE family. 2. Nana has not officially resumed for no administrative work because we are henena say o yare ana se sebe o dodo a ye wo kwan ye fa so esere kwan Nana akwa sere kwan afri ni feku ho se ne ho mfa no and there's a process. If you are able to tell ofeku se ho mfa wa from that time ne ko nyina no they are waiting for you to get your health back and come back to them and officially tell them say and you are resuming again. Nana besre kwan meni muka say Nana officially nyama me kanchire feku ni say ne ho ato no now he is resuming on one kasa ne administrative work binim bia e maso How does the letter even come in? But officially, Nana Nkasa, Asankasa letter no. No. And a troy, non troy letter bia. Was it expected? Yes. Because I can't tam kesia. And tam kesia no won't mean to Abusuapanin. Because Sebe, Abusuapanin etiasi so wua. Empoa Sebe. Udruman shia, ye because of Abusuapanin no bra. Because in Tamakas asem no, yan kanabako, ye kanafano. Ti Abusuapanin be jinaba joma, or hini be jinaba jom. Ne ye tie woman no because ntam ne da ho no nye ntam keke wa ye muade nti ye se wo hene de boso na Abusuapanin ni ho no ma ye be na aka ntam no. And lastly, papa ye friend no papa brefui papa yi se won si Abusuapanin bia na yenso aka amamrem ye ni Abusuapanin den ye ni bibisa ho e ba akopɛ nti se obisa me ha pakoso Ohene ankasa ena betu nanum tuo. Aside that, ene wo bebre wo yempan komo yentimi fa metu dwa ene ye kwan ho. Ni bremu, ama ne nyem wonwa enche kura ni bremu. Mo bete eho asem. Na we are sitting on a time bomb and one is ready they'll release it. Ntu bisamia. This is what I can say for now.
Alex, me pacho on that
Alex,
note.
one question.
Oh, me pacho me ba. On that note, me pese me bisa say. Then it take you so long for Nana to respond because letter away there it's been out for months. It's gone viral. Etepa ade Nana wan say eba ne sene asam ne chesa ansa no oba be kasem.
Abusuapanin Kofi Wusu officially filed on the 16th of February the injunction. And no time no mu yebetu Abusuapanin first week of March an official America so much Abusuapanin. And no about be another matter on top of court on some. Mind you, and yet Lumba same way no can tamno. And Tamno has been there 2 years ago. But deal in same way no. And Mama China no many microphones be to know, you be to know, no makamutu, you be to know near the Mwaka home, you be to know money jemaye, you be to know you could confirm. And also be home. Nana has remained say, or best record of fake him. The last 3 times, Nana was expected to come. Wama, or because I know no. The second time of the letter officially about May 1st. Send ho betono, the doctor say May 1st. Send Nana send ho do na. Oh, you want to mean Yaneshe? Yes, sai yare wa mamremo. And Nana has that capacity. Send ho tono obeye. But say the ekosono. Eye mpanyimfo na efre Nana. One fake una friend omuhia no. 2 nkomo we akoso. It has been very urgent and very serious. And nothing at this time ever. Because sad time we MPR upcoming days will become very challenging for court. Because court will see Abusuapanin. They will revert back to the council, back to our tradition, back to our customs to find the customary interpretation of send it to Abusuapanin, send it to Abusuapanin, send your money in. Until this time round, Nana has to speak and he spoke. Until that is why.
Storage me per clarity. Inti ba Alex emete wasia upese wo che say letter ne ba out in February na na hododo ni nti wante anase na hododo ni nti wanya ahode ameyi ano
no mbacho say Nana me press conference or they are to jow. The first question say who released that letter? I am more TikTok ne releases our letter we. We know the people that released it. But officially, who letter no Nana the website? No. Nana better YouTube Ghpagetv officially. No. And Tinkophobia na ye nyoma be on behalf of Nana. Eti ye who say Nana in his absence, some people are making things challenging for him. And all that he has is to deny it if he's not. And you have to give Nana that space because of your hene. And this nyame adom na se ne bremu abeka se nye ono a. Ye da nyame asese abekasa. But say acha sebe mpenfo se oba cha dware a na nya bia adaje na wo se no but sebe ne ho asiesie na wo ye. Nti Nana ne bremu no abekasa. Nti adaroma yeah, man, and that respect and that time. Why?
Alex, I'm taking you from Nana Diana on T. If anybody has a question in regards to Nana Diana, they can ask me because baby, I'm calling Nana Diana.
Okay, my memory it was related to my
Okay.
Mr. Alice. Oshe the see Sunday na. Do you see any correlation with any interviewer choosing Yusubane Abrawana or Wolumba Abusuapanin? Do you see any correlation?
Oh, I've not listened to Omayi. Once they are talking to their audience, and unfortunately, I'm not part of their audience. And I'm not correlating anything because the fact of the matter, and they say, or any capacity, and I'm making information which is authentic, which is true, and which is a fact. The next one, fake no, and I say Manshia, and I say Santaman Council, and I may share my fact free. Aside that, they can a bystander, and I may call the main head officer. Why would I stop at the branch and ask of what? I'm going to the main office. Until the Omoki kind they are feeding their people.
And Alex first also a condom on my chroma.
I know the Oheneba, I say, you call certified, sir, Benema Oheneba. Yeah, you know, aha, Oheneba, I'll call him. I got to send the authenticate. Near verify.
No, the family are coming some bell.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Minia.
On the topic of Nana, I mean, pese ubi
Who are say Hana who question now person bisa say Alex or Nana Hema. I welcome you, man. Me and your time no one consent. Welcome to Posia's page. Yes, your audience or has say. Oh, Hana what questions me now person busa or more. You can say it. I'll drop for you to come. Ubusa we and I see why you should be respectful.
Brother, like me back here, me back.
Me patron make announcement no why. Mr. Wa na ayi host ni the on komo ye ne de no. Me patron wa Hana so pese wo ye yi a. O pese obasra o question na either say K ana Shamu ana me you basic from now waba. No about me make you way, you know why. Yeah, the moderators were. And if you have any questions, sir, and I'm sure has also I know follow Akosua my why. We are building a platform devoid of insults and intellectuals. Now, as my be consumer ninya dance here, Mr. Wa. When it's time for us to say you make it fun and no so. Oh, I say how no like a page and so am I because host in the or be your council when you host. No, I'm common up pursue DB to be a platform. Oh, I say how na so am I.
Me that's storage.
I'm a patch of yes, one WhatsApp on my Akosmeba. What's yes, one WhatsApp on my wife. Pacho Montap my Nase watch it in so now with my resource people I do my band and the Pamatua Montap my.
Me back on Nana side, no. I know say it's premature. But Alex, me back me say it's premature for me to ask this, but. Say mu mwenya akonya na mu timini na nedi nkomo no. Me pese me bisa say does Nana have any intentions of taking legal actions towards salete na eba abontin na wonim ho hwe no. Obe nkrofo mu yes ade no. Odo mbe famra kwan so ana.
Yeah, me Nana Hema wa hase yo. Nti mami misa me Nana Hema wa hase. Nana Hema.
Alex.
Nana bacho wadaroma amamre mu no ne musu ehunu mu no Nana say in situations like this no some of the precautions and I say I'm taking bacho e bi ne sen wadaroma
But a situation like which one in particular there so PAKOSOHENE de yana.
the letter ba o sen nyon na chro ye no in case bibi say si ahema ne ahemfo no kwan be na ya mofa so.
As I say, Oba Class, and on the Troya, how did the letter come out with his signature? And there are so many ways of defending it. There are people who forge signatures. Say, Obetimi prove it, say it was forgery, fine. Say, Ontimi prove it was signed for something else, and I feel the Omoko printing BB for Freud to Suswa. And also, so it's there. So, and quite a real how Obetimi, Afaso, they are defending it. But the bottom line is just like Akosua said, why has it taken so long for him to come out? Because Sisi Yakobane say Yebe Supinano from court
in connection with the new Abusuapanin or Babe of finally joined that for the case, That is where he has come out. Into all this while Oheneba has been available, he has been defending him, hoping say Obeba out clean. But did he have to wait till I get it to this pedestal before Obeba out with a disclaimer? But all the same, no, yes, every more I argue say until they hear from Onwan Kasano, they don't even believe what Oheneba is saying. And like you and I, we know so Oheneba will not come out and say something that is not from your friend is saying Papa Nankasa. Yes, customary no, really no. They can ask him how who had the power to release a letter with his signature. So let's say if you hold a checkbook, there are sometimes who took my answer home for an be able to me sign the pages with no amount. Yes, say in case of any emergency, and one is a signature no more than that will be me at their amount it could be any of that. There has to be further probing to find out how one signature occur on that particular letter. And why all this while no only Mbambe disclaim me till now. And then also bet me away. And basically affect say whatever their decision will be.
So what you say?
Yeah, me ba jame sinya abemwana.
Na pa problem.
Me question me pesa mi bisa no ampo na nanso e de atoso no say e de na ama papa no acha asa no obeyi na no beside that say dia buha ha ye koso internet isu Oheneba kukra be kan no bia no opese oje sa asem ni di e de na esi na kwan say because Oheneba nye nana ekasamafo nti de na esi na kwan say opese obekasa asem we ya onfensi obi obeno like ne kasamafo so ana onye odiobi na embeta bon emfamba bon tinse nana sisi ni sisi na nana kan say nana yare asebi na no nyenye otimi kasa nti ade nti wan fanye odiumpo na obi obena na ne kasamafo amfamba bon tinse nana sisi ni sisi ama ye na ye ntibi said de be ya boha ha na ekoso internet ni so no ano badwo because me hu say eyedanya bebre na enje dia Oheneba be kan entum enam so ntino omodi Abusuapanin so edibre ni dibre etwitwi fom ya se wo ye pani na obi begu hu fi na de nipa na ono ta akire no ompese obeba be kasa ama asem no anu adwo yes na yare eno na de ye na excuse how many times mpanifo akwotena ase ato wo nsa afre na ntumi amba amba me kasa Sasa asem we no betimi aka ama asomdwe aba adentina the last efrekwa ye friend no went me and show up no amba mbekre sa ho no na ammetodwa na sabi Abusuapanin so ye di nanim twitwi fom no enkonkoda aba se ye di call court sa na new Abusuapanin di asem no onso akwakodwan ne court asem no na nanim se ye be frɛ na ka ho a eno no ntimi deny eno ntina nana akasa asem we ya na so what you say intino media me yemu a kanana ono ankasa ontimi mbegina bonten kasa kura onfansoma ne kasamafo anaso onye audio na yentimi fam beto abonten na sa nimguase na edigu Abusuapanin no eno entimi njo ano ntimi njo ana enkonkoda media me kakra metimi akano no
so let's go
Ohima, a question on many Jehopa, a question person bisan.
I think so, Besaba.
Okay. A question I want to say. Say, Nana Abekasi, as to say, on the kind on kind in him. Inti, Kabe better say.
When I ask me, Sinano.
Oh, me
has space. I like Sabana, Kano. Yeah, over to so.
Oh, Mesaba.
I mean, Subit Messime, me bands with the
Matias, has space. I like Sabana.
Yes. I think there are systematic ways be another that there's a friend say PAKOSOHENE. Wow. On one a plan is say he wants to execute me. Redemption kind of And when say social media no, and share that something na no they are used to. And yes, Oheneba being Obia, onim say a lot of followers, and he is in that space, no. Ebia ono no hu say ono no the best person I'll bet me afane so. I say or the Oheneba de ne pra kwan mu bi. Me that is how I'm seeing it. Say for the bigger things that are yet to happen, he will have to go further to redeem himself. But the way for social, when you say a lot of these issues and questions are coming from social media, it's okay, why not use the same social media? Like say Alex kind, I don't think so. Him or me out a bit claim say this is the exact words of PAKOSOHENE when it is not true. But there is a process, like court, I'm offering the processes and procedures. Or person taking it one step at a time to see say obetimi act clearly. Unfortunately, no. If you ask me, I think say he has taken too long to do that. It may not even be profitable at the end of the day because the harm has already been done. But yes, even if in the long run, let's play the devil's advocate. Say, well, I accept to say, oh, he doesn't care. Whatever can come, can come. I can, if I lose the throne or whatever it is, I don't care. But there has to be some composure and some, you can say, dignity that comes with it. This is his strategy. On they are putting in place, he say one step at a time. No, this is how he is going to clear his name. We can't really, we can't think for him. We can only assume. We can assume allegedly, Alex we can only assume. Say, this is what he is trying to do, but let's just see. Say eventually, no, what will come after Oheneba there, no, and then the Bible justify Oheneba there, and I'm sure that that's what we are all waiting for. Say after Oheneba there, no, what next? Like BBC, no, Kobetima send the voice note, or Betima recording a voice, and I say a video interview with him. Now you can say, oh no, and I all can't same way, but I believe he has a plan. So whatever the plan is, no. We have to wait for it to be able to understand where he's coming from.
Rayma, what do you interview crowd? Okay, no crowd is far-fetched. But one say in ya can't certain no or he be a war, me power communicate. Emano. La umudine nem sa skip my kakra. There obi no. Obi no. Intinka if not for anything na inka instead of for Oheneba no. Enka ochiami ni di kan communicate na me Oheneba de abre ye with social media. Ho no Oheneba ka say oh. Exactly. Amachiami abeka. One who sana your sister yi pes watch na me so I say the same it's sana adana koyi.
Me fa bidu kaka soso.
He could have even had a meeting with ne immediate administration for whether Jase or Chiame or whoever are representing him. Now on Kawoho in the presence of Day and Oheneba. I perfectly agree with you. Yes. Could have been in the presence of Day of Oheneba, with Oheneba representing the social media factor. Which we can't take out because Abaye Asema ye deliberately over daily or social media. But to do it from social media alone, no, yes, it puts a question mark on the authenticity. Yeah, yes, we can defend him. But the other fraction of this matter, no, yes, they will have a cause to debate whatever he has put across.
Especially somebody like me. I don't believe it.
Somebody like me. Why not say somebody like me?
Somebody like you.
Me say, Naima, the Mimi Huni say, a strategy bina, near they are two in place because ye the new comments, yeah, or Cassenyo, no, bekasa che said the nyina kasa de na dadaada no enti no Oheneba ede ba de bekasa o mema mema obi de ko ne so se enye mea you know mema obi ko kasa wo ne so se enye mea because ata na me ho dodo me ena me so madwen me se ne ho dodo no na otimi ekasa ema obi ehu so no na ekasa sen ya nje say no why ready say foko na nim no obeko because foko na nim na wan kono eno no ema madwe me say eno so ka ho nti na ode I say wama Oheneba kasa ma no wama ne go ahead because there's no way Oheneba bet ma boni tirima na ne srem no bet na se na waka and na ma senka onye audio na ma se papa na nkasa me ombeka se AI kwa papa ni begina kwa e ma bone ni beka se AI den a ombenya bibi aka afa ho ti me dem feel say menhia e be friend a e beka sa adana dada ya fra wa ma enenye wa dada wo peso chese wa anti a no ka se o mi ma media ayifo ni bi de to so se enya mia me ni ho hwe ma no esi
Naima mpacho me person bisa wasem kakra we there. That's so say enya wa anya mi sha. Mpacho ye mrante hene mi sheda ni mi but mze ye mrante hene wo ga traditional council no so. Yintumi authority be into me mfreno to put him like in place e wo nyoma bi a wo ye se na be a emfa ga traditional na nipa bi mfa ne omonim entwitwi form enkoka senti ana say ono ne position ni dey into me nka na asem ana he is not recognized in like gampani for ne emfa ne ho ana pacho na naima
Abola in branch hene ye friend ye nkan mu ye kan oblantai manche just a youth chief. I mean, in the past, it's not like youth chief. It's like youth representative. Sisi na omo dignifying and as omo person omo hyping and why youth chief. So he mainly represents the youth. Onya asafo hene. Onya asafo achempa yakase nkasa asem we no. Eshada fane ho. So there are lots of question marks about the input and whatever he's doing in this particular matter. But main call for crime, honestly, they may not even know what is happening, like the nitty-gritties of this matter. Or no, we're putting him out there. So he had a plan. The plan was say, okay, yanko nungwa bobu wulomo, mimi free nungwa. So bobu wulomo no, or claim me as the overlord of the Gadangbe states as the Wulomo, which is the high priest. I've said this was Alex Moho some time ago. And crime for your system, no, it is more of Ohene ene Okonfo working hand in hand. Okonfo no is the high priest, which is their friend Wulomo. No. The Wulomo is responsible for the traditional customary rights and when it comes to yegunsa yefra like the spiritual side of Ahindieno. And then Ohenena is like the one in charge of the administrative side of the Ahindieno. Nungwa is more like the firstborn of Encrine State. Encrine State, no, it's not like Asante 4 State and Akane 4 State. Well, ebia ochehene ana Asante hene ana Ukwapem hene no oversee all the states under Ukwapem ana Achem ana Asante. Yeah, more of an you can say autonomous state, individual autonomous state. Nungwa is a state on its own. Teshi is a state on its own. La is a state on its own. Osu is a state on its own. Then we come to, after Osu, we go to Gamashi. Gamashi hene na yedia muni na mo friend no Niga anase Gamanche. Gamanche is presiding over the jurisdiction Gamashi, which this Abola and Mante hene falls under. Into oye youth ohene anase Mrante hene. He is not the public representative of Gamanche, and I say Gamashis too. Abola a suburb of the Gamashis too. Can I say Kumase, and I say Asante Memu, na Abola to say Ebia Santase, and I say Amekum, and Ono ye Emrantin for that jurisdiction. That doesn't make him Emrantin for the whole of even Kumase come to Asante Mine. So that is the level he is in.
Virtual Mami Musa, where they need your password, my not Sawana. Is he recognized by the what this called the House of Chiefs?
I don't know if he is gazetted, because you have to be gazetted to be able to that seals your authority as whatever.
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Until you don't have that record, right?
I don't have that information. Yes, I can find out, but I don't have that information.
Okay, please. Also, with you on your free time, yes, but
even if he is gazetted,
no be saying now am I the way I simply see.
Even
gap people, no, because we have friends.
Even if Oye gazetted that, ne area of power no, Abola, which is a suburb of Gamashi. Gamashi is made of different states. You will Sempe, you will Bese, you will Abola, you will Otublo, you will different states that comes together to make Gamashi, which is the area Gamanche preside over. He cannot cross to Osu to say Ono represented the whole Ga state. He cannot cross to La, come to Tishi, come to Nungwa, come to Bong, come to Tema, Debi. What happened is that there was a modus operandi he was using. He came from Abola, and he knows to say the area you see that the Lumbano, that jurisdiction no, is either under La or Nungwa. Nungwa is claiming the overlord of all Ga states because it is believed that Nungwa for na yebe do crime first, and then the other ones followed and they split into different areas. So onya the consent of the Babu Lomoa, yes, then he has some kind of authority to flaunt himself around as a representative of the Ga state. This matter, we said it some time ago, say Alex Mho, he does not have that sole authority to determine whether DL's body is in a legitimate placement or not. Babu Ulomo has, and I say eventually we even came to find out say DL area hono is under La. So yes, there's even a conflict when it comes to that. Whatever he is doing, I want people to understand, say it is in his own interest. Now, you are a traditional leader, you don't take sides on a matter. Some me sa in favor of a certain subset of this matter. No, I can be queried if I'm able to really put myself out here. Say I belong to this side. I will be queried, and I say I can be queried. But if I'm not, I'm supposed to, in a normal circumstance, I'm supposed to play neutral. But this is the case where this guy started off as Ghpagetv Stadium, a celebration of life. That was the first video I saw of him, where he said he was representing Gamanche. That time Gamanche was not even in the country. The person who is in charge of such things when Gamanche is not around is Sempehine, which is Nisempe. I don't know how he got in. Yes, he's in Apola. I've seen him around as a land guard for like him for no that active. But that does not necessarily make him a customary representative of the Ga state. Because the Ga state is not one state. The person who is the president of the Ga Traditional Council, when it comes to Nkran sector, no, which is on the area on a Niga, which is Gamashi Hine. when it comes to the whole Gandangbe Council of State, the person who is the president is Nungwahene, which is Ni Odaifio Wilinchi, Aoye Nungwahene. He does not represent any of them. I have spoken to a few of my people. The last time they went to Bobu Ulomo office, I spoke to Obio, very close to the Bobu Ulomo. That was the first time I had to pick a phone and call somebody. After that, they didn't give them audience again. Oman granted, because I had to give them vivid explanation of the genesis of this matter and why they shouldn't come in, because the guy has an ulterior motive. He has an interest. Well, interest, let's say, assuming that you look at body from East Legon. Why haven't you assumed the body up to date? What is your matter with putting on cameras and lights to talk about external matters in the family? Oh, the understand how person was zoomy body, yes, sir. In Shana zoomy body, na ye who say and crime for your custom no and penesa obesi ni pawufi. You want to argue that, you want to do that, yes. So they prove it, say the law is on your side because we have customary laws. If you are not able to do that, if I am him, I will shamelessly put my face somewhere in a corner. I'm not sure how this whole thing will tell. Now you are going into external factors and other matters in the family. And you still want to emphasize that you are representing the Ghana state. He is not. He is not representing the Ghana state. He is from Abola. We have Emrantia Hene Inungwa, Oblantai Manche Yenungwa, Teshila, Osu. These are honorable men. When they get on camera, say they are talking about customs and where they will not take sides on this matter. They will not come and put camera and say, we'll move. Now you have to lie on the flowers more. Until he is not. He is not a representative of the Ghana state. He is representing his own selfish interest. As a chief, you don't take sides in a matter. You stand in the middle and then you try to solve the situation. If you're not solving it, you don't fuel what is already on fire. Until that alone does not make him eligible, say, or represented the Ghana state. No, he's not. I posted something about him on my page some time ago, and I called him out. He came to write that my silence is my weapon. And I told him, say, you have not been silent. But he cannot answer because per ranking, he is my junior. You are like my Imantehene. So what and it's not Nkrumah now who are siding with him. I have had a lot of calls since I started talking. A lot of calls and people from Nkrumah, they are not happy with him. But nobody really knows where he's coming from. If I want to take it upon myself, say I want to find out who is giving him that power now, or the Yenyama, or Yes, and my stand on this matter is the reason why I even came to add my voices. I didn't want a situation where they are going to drag Yahim into this matter, because it is not like Ashanti Kingdom where there is one superior leader over all. I had different leaders, and I quite to say Obiane ne yonko wasem kakran into asem bi say koba na akwaye say Baba selling out for public ridicule. So I will say you best try no immediately. Nanka I die off, then we should leave it for almost 74 no. But unfortunately, no, this is where we have gotten into. Yes, to clear your question, he is not representing the whole Ghana state. If Bobu Ulomo has given him the go ahead, yes, Bobu Ulomo is my own father. The spiritual head and the overlord of the Nungwa state and all states under Nungwa, which includes East Legon, Lakeside, Ahachu, Katamanso, all those areas are under him. But Bobu Ulomo doesn't even know, say, this is what he is doing when it comes to this matter. The only interest they have is what's for the exhumation of the body, which he has failed to do. Nti midimano wesi ya.
Nana ima that's it. So moment power tap screen so na ye to sustain live na mo ncha de na mo follow Akosua so.
Man, but I was education the why you be pan na me patrol send na me brother na ka no senka at least we be obi kura de asoma no ama na hwehwe mu because me minim ga nyema minim ga ho hwe the work in education proper formal education amenya about the Ghana state mini bibia afaga ho and so bra yi ye hwe ne ye bi ene ne niam bi a